Aloha once again for another episode of the podcast. Today I have my three co-hosts today are Hiʻilei, Napua,
Hi.
and Makoa. How you guys doing, everybody?
That
And our guest speaker today, and our guest today on the show is Kumu Patao. What's going on, Kumu Patao?
Aloha.
How's it? How's it?
See all of you
So
folks this morning. Always nice seeing you, your faces, your beautiful faces, and your handsome faces.
cool. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. So like
Uh,
students, what's going on with you folks? Tell me what's the latest? What's going on?
Nothing really is happening at my house right now. Um, we're just all staying safe during this time.
How about you, Napua? What's going on with you? What's happening?
really going on. I'm kind of just staying at home, working and school from home. So
Okay.
nothing's
Day to day, just same old, same old. Yeah. How about you, Makoa? What's happening? What's going on?
I'm doing pretty good today. Last weekend we worked on our chicken coop for our hens, and I'm doing pretty good so far. It's kind of hard with COVID-19 around because we used to have a lot of freedom before.
So yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we'll get into that today. We'll definitely get into that today. Kumu Patao, what's it? What's going on? What's going on with you?
yeah, I just want to share that Wednesday was my birthday,
Oh,
and
happy
yeah,
birthday.
Day.
thank you,
Eh,
thank you so much. I'm just blessed to be here on this planet for another day and for another year of good health. And today, this morning, my wife took vacation and she took me out for breakfast at Pukalani Country Club.
Wow.
It's a really good brunch. And then looking forward to tomorrow because she's taking me out for dinner.
All
So
right. S-
yeah, thank you.
Sitting for four extra, us four.
Make
Just
you
invite
burgers are
myself,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Just we just invite all of us. Well,
Yeah, I
I
like their
hope you have,
burgers.
yeah.
uh, oh at the country club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had this morning. I had their hamburger steak, and oh, that patty was, it had to be over 8 ounces, guarantee. It was nice and thick. Yeah, real. It was real hamburger too. You can tell it wasn't the press hamburger that you get from Costco or but this one was handmade. Can tell a nice thick
Oh
hamburger patty.
man.
Yeah.
Lunchtime right now. Lunchtime right now. We all getting hungry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But let's actually get to what we wanted to talk about. I know the students and I talked ahead of time, and we were kind of looking at like things to talk about. And I know one of them, we got together and they said, hey, let's talk about life in this COVID era. We always hear the new normal, how life is. So um, I don't know, what do you guys think? How was life, when you say in a new normal or how life was, how was life before this all happened,
like if I saw my friends at school, I usually just run up and like hug them or like
Hmm.
yeah. Like now we're all separated from school and it's just a lot harder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm. How
I'm
about
like
Uh,
Hele? What about you? What do you think? How life was?
I think that when before COVID happened, we would be able to like hug and like come within 6 feet from each other, but now we can't. And like if we see our friends, we can't even say hi. Or we can say hi, but not like close.
It's very different. And McCall, what do you think?
Before it used to be really good. I used to like seeing my friends playing up at the field at school, playing football and stuff like that. But now with COVID, like everybody, we're realizing how much socialness we need in our life. Because maybe some people say, "Oh, we have computers, we have technology nowadays, and we can just do online stuff." But now as people we realize how much social gatherings we need and
Hmm.
social activity with other people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, with the health triangle, you guys understand now, yeah. I cannot stress even more, like, the physical, mental, emotional, and the social aspect of that health triangle. Yeah.
Mhm.
And right now it's lacking. That social part is lacking in our lives right now. And to me, that is like, it's part of your growth. And it's not only for kids your age, but also for the kids younger than you in preschool, kindergarten. That part is what I call is going to be stunted. And that can be like, when you have pukas and you sifting sand, you're going to have pukas like that. So, but you know what, I believe that we all can come back from this, and it will become normal again. I have faith in that.
I believe that too, but when we look at this, all the negative things, like the amount of people that can stay together, the social distancing and all that, there are some positives with this. Can you folks think of some positives that
Um,
we've learned, or that we're doing now?
some positives to this, I guess we get to spend more time with our family and um,
Hmm.
bond with them more. And
Hmm. Remember during that lockdown, right? We couldn't go out, and everybody
yeah,
had to just stay home, and it's like deal with each other, right? Or just be together, which is nice, right? Which is nice.
Yeah, it's like,
Um, Go ahead, Mako.
yeah. Um, like maybe me and my siblings, we don't really get along that much, and
Hmm.
it's mainly because I'm a boy and they're girls. But now I can probably see after this COVID, like COVID-19, we're gonna get along a lot better, probably, and play with each other more, love each other more, and just do more things
Right,
together.
you learn how to kind of cope with each other, right? All together.
I feel like during COVID, we
Yeah,
just have to be grateful for our friends and like for being able to go outside and like not wear a mask and like hug someone if you know them.
Hmm.
And like, and also like sometimes I like wearing masks just because like, I
It's
don't know.
kind of fashionable, right?
you brush your
Well,
teeth and hide them with the mask.
It's the new fashion.
yeah,
yeah.
at least like Kumu Patao and I don't have to shave, right? We can just kind of hide ourselves. Like, well,
You only have to
uh,
do makeup on the top part of your face. You don't have to do it on the bottom.
no need brush teeth, right? No, just joke.
Uh,
Anyway, I can think of one thing that I've noticed, since the restaurants have opened up. Have you noticed that the restaurants are cleaner? That they're wiping things down all the time? Yeah. What do you think about that?
Bathrooms are cleaner too.
Yeah. What was that, Nepal?
The bathrooms are a lot cleaner.
That's right, the bathrooms. But just overall, right? Everybody's wiping things down, it's cleaning. I think that's how it should have been.
uh-huh.
Wherever you go, they're always wiping things down. They're always cleaning. I think that's a good habit. What do you think,
Mhm.
Kumuputo, about cleanliness and health?
I totally agree with that. And my preach to the students was always and before COVID was like, wash your hands frequently, right? Don't touch your face, and stay away from people that are sick. Those three. If you can follow those three things, you know, it's like 90% of the time you won't catch even a cold. But I think it makes people more conscientious now. About washing their hands more often. Using hand sanitizers, not touching their mouths. Because you folks know that I used to work in a large gym, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
people used to use the bathroom without washing their hands, and they would come out on the floor, and that is like a health hazard right there. To me, that is a health hazard. And when I used to see that, I would just cringe, and I go, "Wow, very interesting." It's like they're not paying attention to hygiene. And last first quarter we spent a lot of time on hygiene. Hand hygiene, mouth hygiene, hair hygiene, right? All of that, how to take care of yourself. But apparently, like these people, they go to the gym, they're adults, and they're not practicing these things.
Mhm.
So as a health kumu, as we always say that, we're teaching you these things which are life skills, which means that you're not going to only use it tomorrow, you know or today, but you're going to use it for the rest of your life. Yeah. But what the bottom thing, and my huge vision is like, if you can be an advocate for these health skills and teach others how to be healthy, how to have keep good hygiene, that would be my ultimate goal right there. And I would say, like, okay, Mr. Patao, you did your job.
Good message. So, students, let me ask you, like, when do you predict all this getting better? If you had to predict, like, when would you think that things would kind of lighten up, get loosen up, and we start being able to hug again and do our things? When do you predict, Hiʻilei?
I think that it's gonna be like another year, maybe like
Okay,
next year. Next year around like summer, maybe.
okay, maybe
I would.
next summer of 2021. How about you,
I
Napua?
Yeah, same, like maybe in a year or something, or like summer of 2021 or something.
Okay. You think when you guys come back for your eighth grade school year, you think it'll be all right? You kind of.
I hope it is because it's gonna be our last year in middle school. So
Yeah, shucks. Well, me and Kumu Patal can always fail you. You guys can come back. No, I'm just kidding. It's
Yeah, yeah.
we
Sorry,
can.
Mr. Sura, I don't fail anybody.
Oh, okay. I mean, we like them so much. We want to keep them here, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, we want to keep
Not
them.
okay.
sitting down to my parents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, no. If that happened to Makoa, his mom would take care of him. Yeah, the other kind of take care. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Makoa, how about you? When is your prediction of when all this is will get better? What do you think?
I think the middle of 2021.
Middle of 2020.
Like,
Okay. 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 How
already
about
like vaccine for COVID.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Like
How about
90.
this? Will when the vaccine come out, will you be first in line for it, or would you kind of
I'm gonna
watch,
wait till see what happens. Like if
see
it's
what happens to everybody else? Yeah.
long term or
see the side effects first.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
Hiʻilei doesn't want to grow a mustache, and then Mapua goes, "Oh, I'm not getting mine yet, right?" All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kumapata, what about you? What do you think? Things will get lightened up. What's your prediction?
Um, if I had my way, I wish that it was over already. You
Mhm.
know, um, but the way it's going, and I think it's politically motivated. It might go on for a year
Mhm. Mhm.
until everybody starts to feel safe out there. You know,
Mhm.
but again, my belief was that if we knew how to protect ourselves from the beginning, and social
Mhm.
distancing, and just cover up and wash your hands, and if we
Mhm.
did this and we practiced this, then I believe that we wouldn't even needed to close down everything. We
Mhm.
could just function with mask on,
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
face mask on, social distancing. But unfortunately, we don't make the rules.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
That's true. And
yeah.
so, lastly, I guess to think about it, like I'm gonna ask the students, like, do you think that even though it kind of goes back, do you think we'll ever go back to how it was? What's your opinion, Healy? Will we ever get back to how it was before?
I don't think that it's gonna be the same normal, but it's gonna be more normal than this how we're doing it now. But it's
Mhm.
not gonna be like the way that we were before the pandemic. Like me and my brother we talked about we were like, what is it gonna be like walking around with no masks? Like we were saying that it's gonna be weird walking around with
Mhm.
no masks and
Yeah,
out in public.
yeah, I know exactly. How about you, Paul? You think it'll ever go back to the way it was?
I honestly can't wait till school goes back to the way it was, but I don't think it's gonna go fully back. I'm pretty sure like maybe we're probably gonna still wear masks or something, but like I don't think social distancing, maybe not. I hope not, but like
Mhm.
until this thing is over, I'm sure nothing's gonna go back to fully normal until it's over, which is like
Hmm.
Mhm.
And Makoa, what about you? Will things get back to the way it was, like completely, or what do you think?
Well, I think that now, like the way, like Mr. Patel said, the way people are doing things now, it might not be normal for a while.
Hmm.
Maybe in like the state of Hawaii, like Maui, we were doing good. We were doing pretty good with the COVID cases.
Hmm.
And then I noticed like when the tourists came back, we started getting more cases a day, like maybe like 5 or 6 a day,
Hmm.
when maybe it could be like one or two like regularly. But now it can be 5 or 6 or like 10 a day. But maybe if we do try and practice being socially distant and wearing masks more, then we can, like, it'll be regular.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I know we must be lagging because I know Makoa had some problems and Hiʻilei dropped out. She'll be back. Um, but anyway,
Yeah.
I guess that kind of can lead us to Kumu Patao, who is gonna talk to us about health and sleep. Yeah, could you tell us a little bit more about the importance of sleep, Kumu Patao?
Yeah. So my question to you, to Rahamana, and you can speak for yourself. How many hours of sleep you had last night, Napua?
last night, I don't know, I went to bed like 11:14 and I woke up at like 8 o'clock, so like I don't know.
So you slept around 12 o'clock midnight last night, right? Or you said 11?
Oh yeah, I got about 9 hours of sleep.
Yeah, you got about 9 hours of sleep. Okay. How about you, Hele? How many hours
Uh,
you got?
I went to sleep around like I was in my bed at like 8:30 and then I just couldn't go to sleep. So I
Mm-hmm.
think I went to bed at like 9 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
and then I woke up at like 6, I think. So I
Mm-hmm.
think like 9 or 10.
Yeah. Okay. 9 hours of sleep. And Makoa, how about you?
I think I went from 9 last night to 8. So that's about like 11 hours, I think.
Wow. So in regards to sleep, how you guys feeling today? As far as like assessing like how many hours of sleep you had, and how you feeling on a 10-point scale?
I think I'm like a 9. Yeah, because
Okay,
I'm
good.
not
A 9.
super tired.
Okay, that's good. A 9 is good. And Makoa?
Um, I feel 10, like I'm really energetic, ready to start the day this morning. I didn't really wake up that tired. Like my eyes, like once I woke up, my eyes was a little bit foggy, but I adjusted. I got straight up and I just washed my face, in the bathroom. I came downstairs and I was ready to start the day.
And Napua on
Uh,
a ten
I
point
said
scale?
a 9, 10 as well
Oh,
because
good.
usually I lay in bed till the last minute and then I get on my classes. But today I got ready. I made my breakfast. Like I put a school shirt on because usually I just put a jacket on. But
Yeah, you guys look really rested today, and it affects you. You guys know that it affects your mood, right? It affects how you think also. So we know that sleep is important. So let me share. I'll share the screen with you. Um, oops, host disable. You gotta make me co-host so I can
Okay.
share. Yeah.
All right, try.
Okay, so we all familiar with this over here, but let me just review with you. And starting from let's start from here, from backwards. Let's go around this way. Okay, at nine at night, at 9 p.m. So we know that at 9 you start feeling sleepy, right? And we know that that hormone melatonin is being secreted into your bloodstream, making you feel tired. Okay, and then by midnight, right? Normally you falling asleep, and then you go to by 2 o'clock you're in deep sleep. Yeah, but if you remember correctly, right? How many cycles of sleep do you go through?
Or
3, I think.
Who said four? Somebody said four.
me, Hiʻilei.
Yeah, you're right. So we go through 4 cycles of sleep each night. Okay. And so at 2 o'clock, that's when you're in your deepest sleep. Okay. Are we dreaming during this time in your deep sleep?
No.
Not necessarily, yeah. Okay. And you guys, and we talked about REM, right? What is the acronym for REM? REM sleep?
Rapid eye movement.
Rapid.
Rapid eye movement, correct. And that's the time that you're actually dreaming during that time. And I asked you folks, oh, did you study or did you look at your pets or your siblings or your parents sleep and you could see their eyes moving under their eyelids? Did any of you guys do that? Observe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch my baby sleep
Yeah.
and she dreams. Or
Uh,
I notice too when she's like if we're driving and she falls asleep, sometimes she'll like whine like she's dreaming and it's like she's scared or something.
hmm hmm Yeah. So then REM sleep, yeah. And then 4:30, and then this is the time too that your body gets to its lowest temperature, and I sleep with the fan on, yeah. So just about this time, I start pulling the covers over me, and I turn off the fan. And so I don't know about you, but and this is the reason why, because your body's temperature drop like during this time.
Oh yeah, around
Yeah.
this time this
Yeah.
morning, my brother yelled at me to go turn off
But yeah, I didn't realize until I seen this over here. And then at 6 a.m., right, your body, um, you're still in sleep, and at 6:45, um, your blood pressure starts to rise. Okay, your heartbeat starts going up because you started to wake up, and then by 7:30 a.m., melatonin starts to be released from your body. Yeah, stopped. And so like, um, I think you guys class, nobody comes to the 8:30 class, right? 8:30 Zooms, but we've been noticing that during the 8:30 Zooms, the students they're not that awake yet. And when we seen this over here, I go, oh, that's the reason why. Probably melatonin is still in the bloodstream yet, kind of releasing, yeah. Okay, but by the time you guys come in, like the 9:45 and the 11 o'clock class, you guys are right here at past 10 a.m. and that's high alertness, right? And that's why we have better conversations during that time. You tend to share more, you talk more, and that makes it fun and engaging for class, yeah. And then come to 12 noon going, and then as we can see, I went over this part right over here. And for you athletes, and if you want the best out of your workouts, we were saying that the best time to do it is from 2:30 till about 5 o'clock, yeah, to do your activity. um, and that's why, like, I don't know if any of you folks are um, work out in the morning, but I know that we had one swimmer in our class that trains in the morning, and whether she likes it or not, she has to perform. You know, she has to do her laps. But I'm sure that in the afternoon, when she goes back around this time over here, her energy level is higher. Okay, she gets more out of her workout. Okay, so
Kumu
at 6
Patao,
p.m. Yes,
oh, I got a quick question.
yes.
I don't know, students probably know. Um, probably, like right on after lunch, 2 o'clock, like that, you guys get hungry, like real hungry after school, like that. Why do they get hungry during this time?
Mm.
I noticed that a lot of teens they really get hungry after.
Yeah, and that occurs because if you didn't eat breakfast, especially, right, your sugar levels drop, your insulin levels drop in your blood, and then you feel like really hungry. So I think that's a big factor. So that's why it's important to get breakfast, eat breakfast, and that should sustain you for until it's lunchtime. So you don't feel like you have to eat everything in sight. Yeah, some people they don't eat all day long, and then they go home and they clean out the refrigerator. And that's not a good habit. Yeah. So if you can have like 3 square meals a day, that would be very helpful for you. Where you're not going to have these spikes where you're really hungry, and then you gotta eat. You really, really gotta eat. And that's not a good habit to start. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Kumupota, before we go on, um,
Yeah.
Napua got to run. She got to take care of something. So, we'd like
Okay.
to say thank you, Napua. Thank you for being on. We'll see you in a bit. See you later.
Yeah. Thank you, Napua. Nice
I
seeing you. Yeah. We see you again.
Okay.
Okay.
See you,
Mahalo.
Napua. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
And, Moko, you had a question? I know you. I think you had a question for Kumupota
No.
about the sleep. Okay. Okay. Um.
Yeah. And then finishing. So at 6:30 at night, your blood pressure starts to increase again, right? And then at 7 it's your highest body temperature. But I was kind of thinking about this because, and it could be where, remember what the temperature should be to get good sleep?
I think it was 64
Yeah,
degrees.
I think it was 6 around there
Yeah,
It was
for
around
your
the
temperature
60s.
to be.
Yeah.
yeah, 65.
But
And
Mm.
yeah, but I
I
think,
also remember
yeah.
from the video it said like if you take a hot shower before you sleep, like that's good because it releases all of
It makes your body
like
like
the hot
take
air
its time
into the
to go to
environment
bed.
around you, and then your
Mm.
body gets cold. So
Mm.
Oh,
is
interesting.
7 like a good time to sleep? Like after your like body temperature gets lower after 7, that'd be like good to sleep.
Oh,
Mm, hmm,
interesting.
yeah. So I was wondering if that has a correlation between like because your body temperature is high at 7 o'clock at night, and because of that, um 65 degrees is comfortable for your body, even though it didn't feel, it's pretty cold. 65 is pretty cold.
Mm.
But if your body temperature is rising, right, that makes sense where the environment should be cool. Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah. I just was thinking about that too. There's no scientific research behind it, but logically, if you think about it, yeah, maybe. Okay. All right. So I'm
Okay.
gonna switch screens. Next, we're gonna be talking about the amount of sleep that you need. Yeah, the chart. If you remember the chart from infant all the way to Makua, and we talked about that a little bit. And uh, let me see, share. You guys can see this.
Or we can still see the
Yeah.
circadian rhythm.
Still on the old
Oh,
screen.
I gotta get out of this
Yeah, you
and
gotta stop sharing this and then
stop
here's the
sharing.
next one.
Okay. Hmm.
That was really interesting about the cycle of sleep. That was really interesting.
Yeah, I learned some new stuff too on that. I've been watching the videos and um about sleep. It's very important that we do. And looking at this over here, how much sleep you need. And I talked a little bit
Wow.
about it the last time, yeah. So newborn is like newborn. They call them neonatals, yeah, and all the way down to adults. So I would assume like adults like anywhere from 20 years old and older, 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Yeah.
Mm.
And the question was why the amount of sleep decreases as you get older. Anybody want to discuss that?
Uh, I think it decreases because your body stops growing around when you're an adult, but when you're a newborn, you need the most amount of sleep because you need your bodies are still growing and they need a lot of like energy
Hmm.
and
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. So, Makoa, what do you think, Makoa?
I remember you saying something about boys we grow till we're like 20 or 21, and then girls stop growing at the age of 16.
Mm.
So like Hiʻilei said, I think our bodies, like, we just keep on growing until we reach that maximum point where we stop growing, and then we need less amounts of sleep because we're not growing, even though maybe we worked really hard that day. It's just we can sleep and then wake up like 7 hours like an adult.
So the whole purpose of sleep is basically for rejuvenation. Yeah, rejuvenation of cells, rejuvenation of muscle tissue. Right. So as a newborn, right, as we know, as a newborn, that's the fastest time they grow. So that's all they're doing. They're sleeping and they're eating. They're sleeping and they're eating. They're sleeping and they're eating, and they go through that whole cycle until they reach infancy. Yeah, that doesn't mean that they slow down. I think they keep growing. Especially their brains, right? Their brain is still growing. And if you had newborns in the house, and you're gonna notice this, Makoa, I don't know, Hiʻilei, if you had younger siblings, where you touch the top of their head, right, and it's real soft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because their skull is still growing. Yeah, and yeah.
actually, the brain needs room to grow. Okay, that's why it's soft like that. The brain needs room to grow, and so the skull hasn't what you call fused together yet. Yeah, but at a certain age, right, when they reach about this age right here, a toddler, when they become a toddler, right, you can feel like it's getting, now it's hard. The top of the crown of their head is harder, and so the brain is still developing, but um it stops getting larger, I believe. Yeah.
Is that
So
why my mom used to tell me I get hard head? That's something else. I used
but
to hear that. Hey, you get hard head. Must be something
depending when
else, I
she
think.
told you, yeah,
Okay.
depending when she told you that, when you was on infant or when you was on,
Yeah, no, she told
you
me
know,
that throughout my growing years. Usually with a slipper.
oh,
you know,
yes.
I don't, I don't, I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But
So uh, that's that's funny.
cool. But
Yeah.
I have a question. You
Yeah.
know how like when I was growing up, my mom used to tell me, like go sleep, like so you can grow. I mean, obviously I never sleep that well, but like I mean, she used to tell me, like you grow when you sleep. Is that just an old tale or myth, or when they say like if you sleep plenty, you grow a lot.
Well,
What do you think about that?
there's a certain point, yeah, and I told Hamana that there's a certain age that boys stop growing, and there's a certain age that girls stop growing. But right, why why sleep? Right? Why sleep 8 to 10 hours or 7 to 9 hours? It's because your body just needs to rejuvenate. It needs to replenish whatever muscle tissue that you broke down, whatever energy that you expended. So it's a way of rejuvenating. Because if let me say that when you're sleeping, your body actually is unconscious, but your brain is conscious. So if your body is unconscious, right, that means that it's rejuvenating. It's not doing anything, but it's just replenishing what it needs to replenish.
Kind of like
Getting that
recharging itself, yeah, recharging.
exactly. It's a recharge, right? And as teenagers, right, the 8 to 10 hours of sleep, and it's not uncommon for teenagers to feel tired. You know, I think the more tired you feel, as long as you don't have a medical condition,
Mhm.
you still growing. If you, as a teenager, if you're hungry and you're tired, that's normal. That means that you're still growing. Your body is still growing. Yeah. So, and then we talked about like potential, right? Potential, your physical potential, right, and your mental potential, right?
Mhm.
When if you get sleep, yeah, if you get enough sleep. So getting enough sleep, like if you're an athlete, right? If you get enough sleep, then you will be able to perform harder, right? Correct? Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right? As a student, you would be able to do harder things, do harder problems. You be able to have a good discussion, a deep discussion, all of those good things. But if you don't and you are deprived, sleep deprived, then you reaching that potential, right? That physical, mental, even social potential, right? Because we talked about that too, right? Um, then it would be like again stunted. When I use the word stunted, means that it would be small. You wouldn't grow. But you know what was interesting, Kumu,
Mhm.
when we talked about socially, because sleep does affect your social behavior, is people who get enough sleep, right? They tend to be more empathetic and sympathetic to people just by looking at them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you could read people. You could actually read people and how they feel. So if you get enough sleep and you see your friends that they're sad, you're gonna know they're sad.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? You're gonna know they're sad, and then you got to be more empathetic and sympathetic, because sometimes if you don't get enough sleep, you're tired, right? You crack one joke to your friend. Oh boy, this that might be a wrong day to crack the joke because your friend didn't get enough sleep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So makes sense. Yeah. Socially.
Yeah.
Okay. Social relationship. So it does affect social relationship. Sleep affects the total triangle. Everything. Yeah. So
Interesting.
just remember that.
Interesting. Interesting.
So with that said, then you guys want to interject
Is
to
there any questions?
chart or
Yeah,
yeah,
I,
any
I have a
questions?
question.
Yeah,
My cousin Cremona Copperfield, he
yeah.
said that like on your legs, like below your knees or something, you have two plates in like your legs that communicate to each other, which tell you to grow.
Mhm.
And is that true?
Actually, you have what throughout every bone in your body has what is called growth plates.
Yeah, growth plates.
Yeah,
That's it.
growth plates. Yeah, and so like how your bones grow is every time that growth plate hardens, your bone actually gets longer.
Hmm.
And that's why they say at a certain age during um before puberty, if you start lifting heavy weights and you fracture, you might fracture that growth plate, then that bone would have a difficult time growing the same length as the other one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because he said he was playing football and then
Mm,
he broke his leg, and
yeah,
his doctor told him that he cannot grow anymore.
yeah,
And he's
no,
only like 19,
yeah.
and he broke his leg, so he said he can't grow anymore.
I remember
I
I
would,
that.
have
Kamano was a student of mine too. So
I
mm,
have a question too.
yeah.
Um, I heard that throughout the day your body gets like compacted together, and then when you sleep, it like gets
expand.
yeah, it expands again. Is that true?
I haven't read the scientific data on that, but I would think that uh, because your body is relaxed, right, throughout that 8 or 10 hours of sleep, that you might feel longer. Your body
I,
might lengthen.
I heard
but
that,
probably,
because
yeah,
gravity's pulling you down, right? Because gravity pull you down, so you're shorter. But when you lay out,
yeah,
gravity's not pulling you. You're a tall way. I heard that before.
yeah,
Once again, I,
exactly.
I don't know how true that is, but that's what I've heard. I can see,
But that's a good thing to
yeah,
look into. Yeah, Hiʻilei. You can try it. I bet you go and you do some research on that and see. I bet
that's
there's some
interesting.
research about that. Yeah, but they say like the best time to weigh yourself is in the morning after you use the bathroom. That's probably your truest weight right there.
Mhm, mhm.
So
Yeah. My dad said something like what Makoa said. He said that if you start, because he was supposed to be 6'2". He said his doctor said he was supposed to be,
Mhm.
but he's only 6 feet. I
mm,
guess that's still tall, but um,
Mhm.
he he said that he started lifting weights too early, and that made
Mm.
him
Mhm.
not
Mhm.
grow as much.
yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
because the doctors can actually predict your height. Yeah, what they do, they take it genetically. They take how tall your parents are. Yeah, and then they get an average. But if they take a picture of your hand, an X-ray of your hand, and they actually can see the growth plates in your hand, and from there they can even estimate to see what would be your height. Yeah, what would your height be?
Mm.
But I kind of disagree with that a little bit because my second son, um he was off the charts as far as like when he was growing, right? The doctor on according to the doctor's charts, and so we had him tested, and the doctor said that, oh, his growth hormones are lacking, so he won't grow that tall. So the doctor predicted, oh, how tall he was going to be. He said, oh, he might be only like 5 feet, 5 feet or 5 feet two. Right now he's 30 years old and he's around 5 feet five. So I mean, for us, for our family, 5 feet five is average. So the doctors can say something, but it
It's
really
just a
depends.
guess, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a guess. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Estimate, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom is only 5'2",
Uh-huh.
and my doctor said I was gonna be 5'8".
Wow.
Wow. Is your
I guess,
dad's side, yeah.
yeah, your dad and then taking your dad and then your mom. Yeah. But again,
Well,
talking about since we're talking about growth and your height, let's say that you didn't, and your average amount of sleep during this time is only like 6 hours sleep average, right? And we know, right? We know that during sleep you're gonna grow, you're gonna grow, right? You get enough sleep, you're gonna grow. You eat, sleep, you're gonna grow. But because of the 6 hours of sleep, right? Now that potential height of 5 feet eight is that is that reachable? Okay, is that reachable, or is it like is it gonna affect your growth?
mm,
It's something to think about. Yeah.
okay.
Um, to me,
Yeah.
I believe. To me, my personal belief is it will affect your growth, your height. Okay, because the purpose of sleep is for you to grow, to rejuvenate, to recharge. Yeah. So just
Interesting.
something, yeah, something for you guys to think about. But Kumu, I think I talked enough about sleep already.
Oh yeah, no, no. I mean, when you talk about eating and growing, how
Yeah,
come I
yeah.
eat and I grow sideways? Okay, anyway,
Because you're not
so
because you're not 21 years old already, Kumu. You're not
yeah, I
21.
know. I
Yeah.
said, I'm not growing up. I'm growing sideways. So anyway, hey, let's thank you. Very interesting, Kumu Patao. Really, really interesting. So you know what? I have a game. I have a game for them. So
Okay.
let me share my screen,
Okay.
and we talk about eating, but we know also know, yeah, the importance of eating right. Yeah. So we're gonna play a game with Makoa and Hiʻilei. It's a fruit game. How do you know? Um, do you know your fruits, basically? Okay. So let me share my screen at you. Let me see if you guys know your fruit. So let me share the screen. Hang on, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
This is gonna be fun.
All right, here we go. Do you know your fruits?
Do you know your fruits? All
Okay.
right.
Let's see who's a fruit and who's not. Okay, so all right, we start off easy, like something you guys might know. Okay.
Yeah, lime.
It's a lime. What do you think, Moko? You agree? Disagree?
yeah.
It's a lime.
Lime.
Okay, good. All right. How about that?
Guava.
Guava, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
guava.
He
Did you know,
agrees.
do you know that guava has a lot of vitamin C? It's
I did
Really?
not know that.
high in vitamin C.
Interesting.
And in fact, you see that small shoot right there? Can
Mhm.
you move the mouse around by the small little shoot? The
Uh,
the shoot the right there, the lico. The
yeah.
one right by the small one, no, not that. Yeah,
This one?
those are lico, yeah. And I don't
Okay.
know about if you guys know this, but in um lomi lapa'au, the
Yeah.
Hawaiian medicine, the Hawaiians use those shoots when you have stomach ache or if you have diarrhea.
Oh,
You can
wow.
go to the tree.
Interesting.
Yeah, you go to the tree and you just pick it and you can chew on it, and it'll stop diarrhea and stomach ache.
Homemade
And
Pepto Bismol.
And
and true story. In the Philippines, what they do is they crush them up and they rub them under your arms if you get smelly armpits. I don't know if you heard
for
that
real,
before.
if,
Yeah.
is that true, Kumu?
That's what my wife told me, and I guess you want to come? I get guava in my house.
You gotta try it, Kumu. You gotta try it.
Hey, if any students come with that kind, I'll have my guava ready for them. All right.
Makoa, hey Makoa, don't get any ideas. Yeah?
All right.
One day you're gonna be teaching health and you're gonna bring the guava branch to the class.
You go. Okay, who smells? Hey, come here. Get your guava. All right, next. Here we go. Okay, what is that?
Mango.
Mango, yeah.
Okay, it's easy. These guys. Maybe in the mainland, people might not know what this is, right? They might think if they don't have mango, right?
Yep.
Okay, what is that?
Papaya.
Yeah.
Hey, perfect score so far. Okay. What that?
I
Lychee.
mean, not kiwi.
Ojai.
Like,
Lychee. And like in the mainland, have you ever heard people call it lychee?
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Lychee?
yeah.
I have a short video I found, and I'll play it for you. This lady says here.
we cannot hear it.
Oh, okay. Hang on, yeah. Sorry. I didn't share sound with you guys. Hang on, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna share screen. So this lady talks about the difference between calling it lychee and lychee. So here's a lady, she said.
And today we have this beautiful fruit. Look at that. Does anyone know what these are? These are fresh lychees. In American English, they're often pronounced as lychee. In Chinese, they're called lychee.
Okay, so lychee. I know a lot of people, when they stop by, these tourists come by, they're like, "Do you know where I can get some lychee?" And at first I was like, "What is that, lychee?" They said, "Oh, you mean lychee?" And they're like, "Oh, we call it lychee here." All right.
And today we have.
So next, how about that?
Lilikoi.
Yeah, like,
You agree, Makoa? Okay, Hiʻilei is quick on this. Also passion fruit, yeah.
it looks like it's like frog
It
eggs on the
does.
inside.
Kind of, yeah.
It does, yeah.
Right. Okay, how about that?
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit. Okay, all right.
Yeah, we have that at my house. We have a
Yeah, I
tree.
like the outside is so pretty outside. Yeah, it's like a cactus, like Mr. Patao was saying. A cactus looking. Okay.
Yeah, we have it's like a ohio bush, I
Orange.
think, and then it's like the cactus, the dragon fruit is in the bush, like the cactus.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
What is this?
Oranges.
Oranges?
Tangerines.
Oh, she got it. She went back and then got it.
Yeah,
Tangerines.
we have a tangerine tree at our other house, at my papa's house.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
my
so
papa's-
no tangerines.
Yeah,
I
they
like
are.
to chill it. Make
Wait.
cold tangerines. Oh my goodness.
What is the cross? What is the cross between a tangerine and an orange?
Tangerines are bigger.
Okay,
Croc-
Tangelo or something.
yeah, Tenjalo. Yeah, Tenjalo is a
Tangelo, yeah.
croc. Yeah, Tenjalo
That's
Oh,
is a
kiwi.
cool.
croc. Yeah,
The
between a
kiwi.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
what
Tenjalo.
was
kiwi.
this? Oh, sorry.
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Kiwi fruit, yeah. Okay, good. You got perfect so far. How about that?
Oh, blood orange.
Oh, um, is it a blood orange?
Something like that. Like
Wait,
Okay.
Uh,
What's
wait.
that?
um grapefruit.
What is it
Oh,
called?
she got it. What did you say?
Grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
grapefruit. Yeah,
Grapefruit. Yeah. Good job.
yeah.
Oh,
Did you try this before? Did you guys try this on grapefruit?
Yeah, my friend brought it to school one time and she cut it up and
Oh
she
yeah.
said it's blood oranges.
Oh, okay. Blood orange grapefruit.
no,
Huh,
I've never
interesting.
ate grapefruit before.
Okay. How about that?
Fruit.
Oh, star fruit. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
star
just
fruit.
got
Used to
lady.
pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
She just
yeah,
gave that. Lady
carambola.
just gave that to us.
Cool. Yeah, kind of like an apple. Kind of like an apple taste. Okay, what is that?
A peach.
Peach.
Yeah.
Okay. Close, but give you one more guess. How does that look? Okay, I'll tell you guys
Oh
already.
wait, my pop.
Oh, apricot. It
Apricot.
does
yeah.
seed inside. That's why
Yeah. And the
apricots they have seed. Yeah.
yeah. And the peaches are fuzzy, like more fuzzy outside, yeah. Okay. How about that?
Plum.
Very good. See, she said it without any hesitation.
Yep.
Um,
Okay.
how about that?
I don't need plums.
Oh,
That's a melon.
cantaloupe.
Yeah,
Cantaloupe.
cantaloupe. Very good. Okay. We
Oh,
know who
yung the
eats fruits and who doesn't. Okay. Here we
fruit.
go.
Well, I don't eat a lot of fruits. I don't eat
Blackberry.
cantaloupe and stuff. I don't.
Blackberry. Man,
Yeah.
Hiʻilei, she's just like nailing it, man. Okay. All right.
Oh, it's
Get a little bit tougher on you guys. What is that?
Oh, ulu.
Oh, not really.
no.
Or
Not really.
breadfruit.
Ulu is ulu is more like smoother. This is like
It's
spiky.
brown.
This is
Yeah.
breadfruit.
Yeah, it's actually
Ulu
a
is
durian.
Oh,
It's a durian. Yeah.
Oh.
It's what if you watch it on the food channel or that Bizarre Foods, like when Andrew Zimmer went he said it smells like stinky socks. So, you eat that before you talk to your friends or before you put on your mask. Okay. Now, all right. How about that?
oh my gosh, I was just thinking about this one. It starts with a P.
Yes.
Um,
They have a flavor for that what was that drink?
This is
Vitamin water. They have that. It's that
Uh,
purple one. It's something.
my
Oh,
God. Oh my
um,
gosh, I was
P
just
O.
it's a superfood.
pomegranate.
yeah.
Yes, pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
Awesome. Wait, Kumu Patao, you're mentioning about this? It's a
Yeah, it's a superfood. Yeah, it's good to increase your strengthen your immune system,
cool.
and that's why like they sell it at Costco in
Okay.
bottles. Yeah,
Wow.
starts with a P too, palm something, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Okay.
superfood.
Okay. All right. How about that? What is that, everybody?
Oh,
Oh, I've seen that before. What's it called? I don't know.
Starts with an F.
Oh, fig.
Yes.
yeah, that's
Yes. Good
very nice.
job. Good job, Hiʻilei.
Dang,
One of my
Okay.
favorite.
I was thinking.
How about that?
Oh, my auntie
I
has these
saw
at her.
oval orange.
Oh.
Nah, I don't know.
Oh my auntie has a tree of this, and we just used to eat the skin. It's like
Starts with a K.
Okay.
Okay. Kumquat.
Oh,
Kumquat.
Oh,
Yeah.
kumquat. Yeah.
Kumquat. Yeah. Citrusy. Citrusy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about that one?
dragon eye. No. Um.
Is it related to lychee?
Is it Kumu Patao?
Kind,
Kind of like.
kind, kind of.
How does it
It
taste?
looks like
The texture is kind of the same. It's not as sweet as lychee, but the texture is the same, and the seed, I believe, is kind of the same like lychee. But the outer
rambutan.
I didn't know
outside,
that.
oh, rambutan, yeah.
Rambutan, yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
some in school they had this, rambutan. They served it for as a fruit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Mm.
What is
Oh,
that?
these are prunes.
Ooh, nope.
Oh yeah. No, it looks like prunes
It
because
does.
my mom used to feed my baby sister prunes when she's like constipated and stuff.
Doesn't it make you more constipated? Oh, no. So you're right. You're right. It makes you, yeah. That's right.
I think.
These are dates. You guys
Yeah,
heard of dates?
dates.
I have.
Okay. All right. And one more.
Oh yes.
Oh, we used to eat this all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Starts with a L.
Sounds like kumquat.
Yeah. Sounds like kumquat.
Kumquat.
Good guess. It's loquat.
Loquat.
oh yeah.
Remember that?
We used to eat these all the time.
How does
Yeah.
it taste, Hiʻilei?
It's good. You have to like rub it on your shirt to get all the fuzz off of it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And you eat it right off the tree, yeah?
Little bit tardy, yeah. It's not that sweet, but little bit tardy. It has a little tart taste to it. But
Well,
yeah.
well, what a fun game. You guys did good. You guys better than I expected. And so, Kumu Patao, important, right? To eat fruits, have fruits in your diet.
Yes. That's where you get your vitamins from, yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
They're from the fruits. Yep. And the skin, but you don't eat the skin, the fiber, the skin of the rambutan though. Eh?
Yeah.
The
No,
the skin of what you call apricots like that because it's a good fiber. Yeah.
the
So,
skin of the rambutan looks like it'll clean you pretty good inside. You
oh
know,
yeah.
kind
Oh
of like
yeah.
kind of rough. But
Yep.
anyway, thank you again for everybody for being on the show. Today we talked about some of the challenges in the COVID era, and then we had Kumu Patao come on and talk to us about the importance of sleep and why it's important. And finally, we talked about some fruit that's out there, some healthy fruit that and all fruits are healthy, right? Kumu Patao, and why it's important to get some of that fruit. But anyway, I'd like to thank Kumu Patao thank you for being on our show and talking to us.
You're
And I'd like to
welcome.
thank Hiʻilei and Makoa and Napua for being part of the show and helping me host. And did you guys have any questions? How do you guys enjoy the show today?
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. And so once again, this show, the reason why I do this show is that I feel that like by having adults and teenagers, talk and you don't only look at us like teachers. We look at each other in a different kind of light and different kind of respect. And I think we need more of that and to give the students a voice. So anyway, until next time, thank you for joining the podcast, And until we can come up with a better name, I think it's kind of growing on me. But anyway, thank you again for being part of the podcast. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Aloha. Ahui ho. Mama pono.